Hey, we back. We back. Hey, the engine is out. The engine is out. Me and my son got it out. I believe it's been about 2 days now. He got down there and got the drive shaft out. And then we slid that transmission back just a little bit, rested it on that that K member down there, and we pulled the engine out. It's one of the shot engine mounts right there, original Ford engine mounts. We found this at the bottom of the oil pan, so I'm not sure that's a ring, a bearing, or what I'm thinking it is, though, is parts of the timing guide and not actual bad metal. Well, it's all bad, but not a ring or a bearing. But engine is out. It still will not spin over. Still will not spin over. The bearing in the back is shot, though. I'll give you guys some better footage once we start getting into it, but the pilot bearing is destroyed. But the engine's on the stand, so I want to get to pulling it apart. But to do that, I gotta move these cars out the way, and they're dirty. They're dirty. Look at that on the bins. So we gotta wash them. Trucks the same way. Trucks the same way. So we're gonna wash up those, pull the trailer out, and then it'll open us up over here, and we can get that engine out front and center. Start taking those heads off, see if we see anything under the heads. But we're just gonna keep going until we can see if it'll ever spin over again, see what's going on with it. All right, stick with me. The Mustang looks a little different now. We got it up in the air. We got the exhaust disconnected. Everything in the engine bay disconnected. AC pump, the power steering pump right there. We are hooked up back here. We do have all the bolts out of the transmission as well down there. Both of those 2 top bolts, and then all the bolts on the side. The starter is disconnected, but it's not out, but the starter is disconnected. So what I'm thinking is we can just pull it from here and pull it out a little bit. The transmission is still intact. I'm gonna put a a jack under the bottom of the transmission before we get started, and then we're gonna try to pull that thing out of the front, guys. So it's time. I mean, it's there. It's where we need it. So yeah, we did take the front bumper off, took the hood off, all the wiring harnessed, pulled to the side. We pushed it into the garage using the truck, backed it on in here. My son steered it in here and I pushed it in. Did not get any video of that because I was not sure how that was gonna go, but it was pretty smooth. So it's in there. It's just waiting on us now to go ahead and pull that engine up out, but it's in the air. That's the front bumper. I'm gonna get it out, get it down onto the ground. I think I'm gonna try to push it back just a little bit further, just so that I could get the lift in here. And we're gonna go ahead and pull it out. So stick with me. We're gonna get it started. Yep. All right. So we almost ready. Got the car back on the ground. Got it pushed back in the garage a little bit. I'm about to take this tire off because I want enough room to swing those legs of the lift of the hoist up under the car, like that way. So like the legs come and go up under the car that way. So that way when we pull the engine out, we could just slide the hoist back over here, and we don't have to play around with this lip on the garage floor. So that's where we're at now. Everything hooked up. Got the leveler hooked up. Getting ready to put a jack under the transmission and jack it up just a little bit, just to put enough pressure on it to keep it up. It's still bolted up, but I'm gonna just put a jack on it just to keep it sturdy. And then I got two of the leveler arms connected to the heads, and then the two up here are connected to the block just above the water pump there. But yeah, so we're ready to get it out. So check back in. I'm setting it up. All right, y'all. So this is where we at. It's been a minute. It's been a while. I had some technical difficulties. Got all the starter bolts out but one. I left one starter bolt in there. So I got this engine. It's pretty much out of there. I just have to get it disconnected from all the way from the transmission. And as you can see there, let me get some light. Oh, it's disconnected. But I got one starter bolt down there that I forgot to get out. And once I get that starter bolt out, then this should come on out of here. I do have to went ahead and drained the transmission. Me and my son went ahead and drained the transmission. We pulled the drive shaft. The drive shaft is out. Got a drive shaft on the floor over here. So we pulled the drive shaft and kind of moved the transmission. Was able to kind of move the transmission a little bit. And she's coming out of there, fellas. She's halfway out of there. She's out of the motor mounts. Motor mount in the air. Also the same over there. Just got to get that last starter bolt out. And then she's coming out. Did take the tires off on the back one to get the drive shaft out, and this front one here to slide the hoist up under there. But yeah. So I'm gonna set you guys up, give you some time lapse, and I'm gonna try to get this on up out of here. All right. Y'all, it's the next morning. We got it out. It's out. Yeah, it is. Clutch didn't look too bad in there. I mean, it's not new. It's not new, but it didn't look too bad. The teeth are. All right, we're gonna open it up and see what it looks like on the inside, but it's out. That bearing's gonna need to be replaced. Both of these engine mounts are shot. So new engine mounts. They are original engine mounts. That's a piece of the little rubber right there, but yeah, they're. Let's get some light. Yeah, they shot. That rubber in there is all cracked up and missing. So, but Ford engine mounts. But yeah, they look original. But yeah, we're gonna replace those. But yeah, get it up on the stand next and start tearing it down. So stick with me. We're gonna see what, we still don't know what's wrong with it. But we're gonna open it up and see.